Namaste. Thank you for joining me this morning. Thank you for coming to our Strong and Calm class. Today we're going to get started in Tadasana, a nice, secure mountain pose. Let's start off by really feeling the four edges of our feet. Pick up your toes, feel the cushions of your feet, and ground down from your feet into your mat. Feel that sturdiness traveling up your legs, your quads will engage, your tailbone is neutral, your belly's hugged in. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. And just found your center. I invite you to close your eyes if you wish. And just allow your thoughts to begin to calm, to begin to settle. Today my intention, and you're more than welcome to share it, is santosha, or contentment. It's one of the foundations of yoga philosophy, is to find the contentment in each and every moment. Just allowing things to be. So let's begin to focus inwards, draw all our attention inwards, and focus on your breath. Taking a deep breath right from the base of your belly. Feel your belly expand, your ribs expand, your chest broadens, your shoulders soften. Hold that breath, allowing that air to purify and nourish your body. And when you feel ready to exhale, draw everything towards your navel, then scooping your belly in and up, channel that air up, and exhale, eliminate it out. Notice how that changes our exhale. Usually when some of us exhale, we slump. Now we are actually doing quite the opposite. We're drawing that air in, channeling it as it travels up and out, getting rid of whatever toxins and anything that's no longer serving us. So at your own pace, begin again. Deep, deep, deep inhale. Feel your belly grow large, your ribs expand, your shoulders soften and broaden, and hold, giving that oxygen time to nourish and purify. And when you feel ready, begin to draw everything towards your midline, and as you exhale, channel all that air in, up, and out. And then inhale, deep belly breath. Feel your body flooding, expanding with oxygen. Hold that. Allow that oxygen to be of benefit, to nourish, to cleanse. And when you're ready, drawing everything back towards your midline, channel it upwards, drawing everything upwards and out, like a wave. Exhaling it all out. Deep inhale, expand, hold, and exhale. Draw to center, draw it up. Deep, long exhale it out. And throughout your practice, let's try and remember to breathe that way. When you feel ready, let's inhale our arms up, reaching our fingertips towards the ceiling, Urdhva Hastasana, upward salute. Shoulders are relaxed and down, taking hold of your wrists, biceps close to ears, come into crescent moon. Let's begin to open up our side body. Breathe into your side body. Your left side of your body is your feminine energy, your lunar side. Returning to center, take hold of your other wrist and open up, crescent moon. Your right side is your masculine energy, your sun side. Top shoulders rolled slightly back, keeping that space in our chest, returning to center. Bring a bend into your elbow, placing your palm on the opposite shoulder blade. Take hold of your elbow and come into this version of crescent moon. Deep breaths, just giving yourself time for your body to open. Returning to center. Bend your elbow, palm comes to your opposite shoulder blade. Take hold of your elbow and lean towards the opposite side. Drawing that top elbow slightly back, always keeping that space in our chest. And release, inhaling to center, hands come to Goddess, into prayer, and let's step out into Goddess. Our knees are somewhat in line with our baby toe, neutral spine, shoulders are all back and down. And on the inhale, inhale your arms up and exhale them down. Inhale, big angel arms, and exhale twice more. Inhale and exhale. Last time, inhale and exhale. We're going to do it in reverse. Inhale, elongate. Exhale, open wide. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open. Twice more. Inhale and exhale. Final time. Inhale and exhale. Bring our hands to rest upon our thighs. We're going to do standing cats and cows. So on the inhale, arch your back, roll your shoulders back and down, gaze towards the ceiling. A nice big cow. Exhale, hug your bellies in. Draw your chin towards your chest, tuck your tailbone in, nice round cat back. Inhale into your cow, rolling your shoulders down, opening your chest, lifting your gaze. Exhale, cat. Making the movements as big and expressive as feels good for you. Few times more at your own pace. Just allowing all your thoughts to settle and come into this moment on your mat. One more round of each. Nice cat back. And inhale up into your cow. Returning to center, step your feet in. Inhaling, arms up, preparing for chair. Bending your knees, slide your hips back, reaching your fingertips towards the wall in front of you. Slide your hips all the way back. Check if you can see your toes. If not, you may want to slide your knees further back, taking your weight into your back body. Hands come into prayer and come up onto your toes. Finding your breath, finding your balance. Find a focal point and just observe. Observe all the different sensations in your body. Deep breaths. Deep, deep, deep breaths. When you feel ready, lower your bottom towards your heels, placing your hands on the mat. Come onto the tops of your feet as you bring your bottom to your heels, either using blocks or you can have your fingertips on the mat. Inhale your knees up, stretching out the fronts of our feet and our ankles. Deep breaths here. Nice, calming, deep breaths. And release. Curl your back toes, bottom to your heels, lifting your knees, finding your toe squat. Once again, when you have your breath and balance, inhale all the way back up. And let's repeat that. Sink down into your chair, sliding your hips all the way back. Reach through your fingertips, check you can see your toes, maybe even lift your toes. Taking your weight behind you, lengthening through your fingertips. And when you're ready, bring your hands into prayer, finding your breath, finding your balance, come up onto your toes. Just observe, noticing the sensations, and just allowing them, letting them go. This is where we learn to take yoga off the mat. We notice, we observe, and we know the moment will pass. We breathe our way through it. Release your bottom to your heels. Knees come to the mat. Tops of feet come to the mat. Modified heroes. Bring our fingertips either to your mat or to blocks. Just lift your knees, opening up our feet. Beautiful foot stretch. And release. Curl your back toes. Come up onto your toes, finding your toe squat. And when you have your balance, inhale all the way back up to center. Hands come down to heart center. Step your feet wide, feet are parallel. Arms come out, shoulder height. Taking our hands behind us, interlacing our fingers, rolling our shoulders back and down. We puff out our chests, drawing our hands further and further away from us. Then hinging from your hips, hinge forward, allowing the weight of your head to carry you further and further down towards your mat. Feel your hips, your hamstring begin to tingle. Just allow your head to hang heavy. Feel your neck release. It's fine if there's a bend in your knees. Always do what suits your body best. Deep breaths. Releasing our hands to the mat. Walk your hands out in front of you. Tenting your fingers. Lengthening through your spine. Pushing your hips towards the wall behind you. Finding that length. Deep breaths. And tiptoe your hands even further away if that feels good for you. Walking your hands over to the one side. Feel that stretch. Perhaps you'd like to inhale your arm up. And release, hands come to the mat. Walk your hands to the opposite foot. Find that stretch and perhaps inhale your arm up, rolling your top shoulder back. Bring our palm back to the mat. Walk your hands all the way to the side, framing your front foot, lowering your back knee to the mat, coming onto the top of your back foot. We're going to inhale up into low crescent lunge, elongating through our spine, relaxing our shoulders. Goalpost your arms, open up your chest. Inhale up, exhale goalpost. Twice more. Let's inhale and goalpost. Final time, inhale and goalpost. Bringing your hands down, framing your front foot. Let's come into half split. Straightening your front leg, flexing your front foot, hip and knee of your supporting legs in a straight line. Scoop your belly in and up as you hinge over that leg. Deep breaths. Just allow. Feel your hamstring and Achilles open. You may want to hold onto your flexed foot. And release. Plant your front foot down, curl your back toes, framing your front foot, step your back foot in, just enough, pyramid pose. Both legs face the same direction. Scoop your belly in and up, nice tabletop back, and then hinge over your extended leg. Deep breaths here. Bring a slight bend into your front knee, frame your front foot, inhaling your back leg up. Lengthen from your heel up that back leg, coming into a Shiva squat. Bring your back knee in to kiss the back of your front knee, squat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squat. Twice more. Let's inhale and Shiva squat. Last time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, Shiva squat. Planting your hands firmly on the mat. Step your foot back, pivot both feet, finding your wide angle forward fold towards the front of the room. Allowing your head to hang heavy. Hands are below your shoulders. Wide angle forward fold. Walking your hands to the opposite side, framing your front foot, preparing for low crescent lunge. Lower your back knee and inhale up. Low crescent lunge. Relax your shoulders, find your length. Exhale, open up, goalpost your arms, draw your shoulder blades towards each other. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open up. Twice more. Inhale. And exhale. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Bring your hands to the mat or to blocks if you have them nearby. Straighten your front leg, preparing for half split. Front foot is flexed, scooping your belly in and up. We hinge, drawing our torso towards our extended legs. Nice deep breaths. Just allowing, it's still early on in our practice and we're only beginning to open up. Planting your front foot down, frame it, draw your back leg in just enough, finding pyramid pose. Legs are straight, scooping your belly in and up. We hinge over our extended leg. Always the option to use blocks if that feels better for you. Few deep breaths here. Find your contentment in this moment. Santosha. Throughout our practice today, we're going to be focusing on finding that inner contentment. Moving your blocks aside if you have them. Slight bend to your front knee. Inhale your leg up. Find your length. Extend through that back leg, squaring your hips, preparing for the Shiva squat. We exhale, bring our back knee in to kiss the back of our front knee. We inhale, lengthen. We exhale, shiver squat. Twice more. Lengthen. And shiver squat. Last time, lengthen. And shiver squat. Extending our leg, we bring it to the mat behind us. Pivot both feet, finding our wide angle forward fold towards the front of the room. Notice on each repetition, your head gets closer and closer to the mat. Deep breaths, allow it to happen. Bring our hands to our hips. Inhale all the way back up. Feel the energy flowing back down through your body. Bring our hands into prayer. Lunge towards the side. Pushing into the edge of your back foot, keeping that length. Getting to a nice deep lunge. Inhale, center. Lunge towards the opposite side. Going as deep as you can. Deep breaths. Returning to center. Bring a bend to your knee as you pivot. Preparing for warrior two. Back foot is parallel to the back of your mat. Your knee and your ankle of your front leg is in a line. And only when you're ready, inhale up into your warrior two. Finding your warrior two, your arms are firm, they're strong, get as deep as you can into your warrior two. Turning your front palm up, reverse warrior. Reaching for the wall behind you, biceps close to your ear. Your hand can be reaching down your leg, you can bring it to wrap around your thigh, or you can have it on your hip, whichever feels best for you. Cartwheeling arms over, we come into extended side angle. Reach through your fingertips. Bring our palm to the mat, our gaze follows our hand to the ceiling. Preparing for the bind, drape your top hand behind your back, reaching your bottom hand between your leg. Roll your top shoulder back. Finding your length right from the edge of that back foot. Lengthen and gaze up at the ceiling. And inhale back into your warrior two. Preparing for triangle, straighten your front leg. Hinge over your front leg, keeping the length in your side body. Bring your palm either to your shin, a block, or the mat. Shoulders are stacked. Gaze up at your fingertip. Maybe tuck your bottom hip in just a tad. Finding that length. And inhale back into your warrior two. Bring your hands down, frame your front foot. Returning to our center, wide angle forward fold. Deep breaths. Really let the weight of your head carry you down. Pivoting our opposite foot to face the side wall. Back foot remains parallel to the short end of our mat. We prepare for warrior two. Checking our alignment, our front heel is in line with the arch of our back foot. Knee and ankle in a straight line. And when you're ready, inhale up, finding your warrior two. Nice firm arms, shoulder height. Turning your front palm up, reverse warrior. Reaching for the wall behind you. Reach those fingertips. Find your warrior. Cartwheeling our arms over, extended side angle. Biceps close to our ears, fingertips are reaching towards the wall. Bringing our palm to the mat. Our gaze follows our fingertips to the ceiling. Coming into the bind, we drape our top hand behind our back. We hold hands. We push from that edge of our back foot, finding our length, gazing up at the ceiling, keeping your chest nice and open. And we inhale back into our warrior two, preparing for Trikonasana or triangle. Straighten your front leg, hinge over your front leg, palm comes to your shin or to the mat, whichever feels best for you as you find your triangle. Shoulders are in a straight line, keep on lengthening through your torso. Inhale back up into your warrior two. Pivot your foot, we facing the front of the room. Bring our hands into prayer. We're going to come into Skandasana, bringing a deep bend into your knee. Flex your foot, find Skandasana. Feel your hips gently open. Deep breaths. Your hands can be on the mat if you prefer. And take Skandasana to the opposite side. Gentle breaths. Taking Skandasana to the side. Frame your foot. Pivot your back foot. Preparing for high lunge. Straight it up, lengthening through your back leg. Pressing into your front foot. Engaging your core muscles. Scoop your belly in and up. Inhaling up into your high crescent lunge. Reach forward, hinging from your hips. Lengthen and inhale back up. Exhale, hinge and inhale, lengthen. Twice more. Exhale and inhale. Last time. Exhale and inhale. Bring your hands down, framing your front foot. Pivot your feet to face the front of the room. Wide angle forward fold. Observe the changes as we get deeper and deeper within our practice. Walk your hands around to the opposite side, preparing for high crescent lunge. We pivot both feet to face this wall. We lengthen through our back leg, press into our foot, and when you have your balance, we find our high crescent lunge. Squaring our hips, drawing everything towards midline. On the exhale, hinge forward, lengthening, reaching your fingertips towards that wall. And inhale, elongate. Exhale. And inhale. Twice more. Exhale. And inhale. Last time. Exhale. And inhale. Bring our hands down, framing our front feet. We pivot to face the front of the room. Working our way towards the opposite side. Pivot your feet, frame your front foot, and step your back leg in. Slide your hips back. Really feel your hips sliding back. Begin to lengthen through your spine, engaging your core. Chair pose. Coming up into a runner's chair. Bring your outside knee up. Flex your foot. And when you're ready, we're going to take our leg backwards, finding warrior two. Find your warrior two. Reverse warrior. Extended side angle. Frame your front foot, step back into your plank. Pivot both heels to face the wall behind you, finding your side plank. Shoulders are stacked, hips are stacked. On the exhale, scoop it under your side body, reaching for the wall behind you, and inhale back to center. And scoop, and center, twice more, scoop, and center. Draw your bottom knee up, reach it out in front. Draw it in and reach it out. In and out. Last time, in and out. Bring your knee back in, find your down dog. Pedal it out. Back of your thighs are reaching towards the wall behind you. Hips are lifted. Belly scooped in. We broaden through our shoulders. Fingers are widely spread. Inhale, your leg furthest from into three-legged dog. Square your hips, extend through that leg. Step it all the way through, plant between your hands. Pivot both feet. Find your wide angle forward fold. Very soothing, calming posture. Just find your breath and your stillness. Taking it to the opposite side, we pivot our feet facing the opposite wall and we step our back leg in. We slide our hips back, and when you're ready, inhale up into your chair, reaching through your fingertips. Keep on sliding your hips back, trying to bring your thighs more and more parallel with the mat. Finding your chair, inhaling your leg closest to me up, finding your runner's chair. Preparing to come into warrior two, float that leg back, finding your warrior two. Getting nice and deep into your lunge. Arms are firm, taking your front arm behind you, reversal peaceful warrior. Cartwheeling arms over, extended side angle. Bring our hands down, framing our front foot, pivot your back heel, find your down dog. Deep breaths, finding the stillness in your down dog. Preparing for side plank, pivot your feet to a wall behind you. Inhaling up into side plank, you can always lower your bottom knee. On the inhale, reach for the ceiling. On the exhale, scoop under your side body. Inhale to center. Exhale to scoop. Twice more. Inhale and scoop. Last time. Inhale and scoop. Returning to center. Bend your bottom knee, taking your leg out in front of you. Draw it in and extend. In and extend. Last time, in and extend. Coming back into side plank. Feet come to the floor. Down dog. Finding your down dog. Deep, deep breaths. Inhaling your leg furthest from me, three-legged dog. Step it through, planting between your hands. Pivot both feet to face forward, wide angle forward fold. Walk your feet toe to heel, as wide as you can possibly take them, only to your own point of comfort. Maybe you come down into your forearms, elbows are under your shoulders, maybe your head comes to the mat. Only go to your own point of comfort. Few deep breaths here. When you're ready, hands come beneath your shoulders and heel toe your feet back in towards your wide angle forward fold, pivoting to face the side wall. Take your foot to the outside of your hand, finding lizard pose. Lengthen through your back leg. Perhaps you'd like to stay as we are. Maybe you'd like to lower your back knee, coming onto the top of your back foot. And maybe you'd like to come down onto your forearms. Allow your leg to open, allow your hip to open. Nice, gentle breaths. Walking your hands under your shoulders, reach your arm up, your arm furthest from you, take hold of your back foot. Draw that foot towards your bottom, rolling your top shoulder back and down. Open it up. And release. Bring your hands under your shoulders, step back. We return to our down dog. Finding the stillness in your down dog. Allow your back of your thighs to reach the wall behind you. And we're going to come into lizard on the side. So inhaling your leg closest to me, three-legged dog. Reaching through that leg, squaring your hips. Step it to the outside of your hand. Lengthen through your back leg. Perhaps you'd like to stay as we are, or maybe lower your back knee. Perhaps come down onto your forearms. You can allow that knee to open, maybe coming onto the outer edge of your front foot. Whatever feels good, just allowing it to happen. Another breath or two here. If you're on your forearms or on your blocks, head and back are in a straight line. When you feel ready, walk your hands under your shoulders to support yourself as you come back up. Inhaling your arm closest to me. Bending your knee, take hold of the top of your foot. Gently work that heel towards your bottom, rolling your top shoulder back and down. If your hand doesn't meet your foot, just allow your hand to drape behind your back. Still enjoying the twist. Only going where your body allows today. And release. Bring our hands to the mat. Take your knee back so we find our tabletop. Walking your hands in the direction of your legs. Come up onto your knees. Preparing for camel, we're going to place our hands in the small of our back. The main thing with camel is to keep your hip and your knee in alignment. So as you begin to lean back, draw your elbows together, roll your shoulders back and down, pushing your hips forward as you gently come into the back bend. Only going to your own level of comfort. If you like, you can take hold of your heels, but only find your own comfort point in your Ustrasana. Using your hands to support yourself, gently come back up. Crossing your feet at the ankles, slide your bottom back, allowing your weight to come to the mat as you bring your legs out in front of you. Flex your feet, spread your toes, walk your sits bones back, inhaling our arms up. We're going to hinge over our legs, Paschimottanasana. We go as far as we can with a straight back and then just release into it. One of my favourite things, if you have a block handy, is to hold the outer edges of your block, placing them by your feet. It's fine if there's a bend in your knee. Deep breath. Deep, deep, deep breath. And release. Releasing our block if you have one. Walking or sliding your hands up your legs, stack your spine. We're going to come into Jani Surasana. I'm just going to turn to face you. So bring your one foot into your thigh. One leg's extended at a 45-degree angle, foot is flexed. Taking hold of that foot, ground down into the opposite arm. Inhale your arm up and take it all the way over. Keeping space in your chest by rolling your top shoulder back. You can drape your hand coming into the bind, taking hold of your inner thigh. Or you can just have a bend in your elbow. You find the way that works for your own body. Beautiful side body opener. I like to almost swivel my chest up towards the ceiling. You can hold wherever feels best for you on your foot. Keep on pressing down into this thigh. And gently release. Inhaling our arms up. Take your hand behind you, pointing your toe, lifting your bottom up. We come into a half wild thing, allowing your arm to go behind you. Gaze follows your head back. And release. Draw your arm up. Pivot to face your extended leg and hinge over that extended leg. Bring your chest towards your thigh. Few breaths. Sliding or walking your hands upwards. Stack your spine, head comes up last. Draw your thigh into your chest. Taking hold of the underside of your foot, extend that leg out in front of you. Heron pose. You can hold your toe, you can hold your top of your foot. Nice straight spine. If you like, you can open to the side. You can perhaps clasp both hands beneath your foot and bring a slight bend into your elbow, helping draw that leg closer towards your chest. And release. Let's take it to the opposite side. Bringing the sole of your foot into your inner thigh, preparing for Revolve Jani Shavasana. Take hold of your foot, pressing this leg down into the mat. Inhale the arm up and over, finding Revolve Jani Shavasana. Rolling that top shoulder back, always the option of having a bend in your elbow or of coming into the bind. Just keeping that space in our chest. Find your favorite form of Revolve Jani Shavasana. A few deep breaths. And when you feel ready, inhale both arms up, take your hand behind you, coming into a half wild thing, lifting your bottom off the mat, hand comes behind you, arching your back, as your gaze follows your hand behind your head. And release, bottom to the mat. Inhale both arms up, relaxing your shoulders, facing your extended leg, hinge over, coming into regular Jani Shavasana. Once again, you can hold your foot wherever feels best for you. If this is hard on your knee, you can always have that leg extended out. You choose. A few deep breaths here. And release. Slide or walk your hands up your leg. Stack your spine, bringing your head up last. we're going to come into heron pose. Draw your thigh into your chest, shoulders are back and down, spine's extended, taking hold of your foot. Inhale that leg up. Relaxing your shoulders, maybe bring a bend into that knee, drawing that thigh closer towards you, or if you like, taking it out to the side. A few deep breaths here. And release. Coming onto the long edge of our mat. Feet are planted firmly on the mat, nice straight back. Take hold of your shins and then lower back down. One vertebra at a time, all the way down onto your mat. Drawing your heels towards your bottom, we're going to prepare for bridge. So pressing into all four edges of your feet, inhale, using all your muscles to inhale up into your bridge and come up onto your toes. Drawing your feet closer towards you. Use all your core muscles, squeeze your inner thighs together and pulse up for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and gently release all the way back down. Coming into a single leg bridge, push down into your left foot as you inhale your right foot towards the ceiling, foot is flexed. Pressing into your left foot, come up into a single leg bridge, hips are squared, engage your core, and up for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and release. Taking it to the opposite side, we press down into our right foot as we inhale our left leg up. Foot is flexed, push down into your right foot, coming up into a single leg bridge. Check your hips are even, up for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and release. Hug your knees into your chest, your forehead into your knees, rolling up like a ball. Just release. Take a breath or two here. And when you feel ready, extend your arms and feet. Reaching the tips of your toes to the wall in front of you, your fingertips to the wall behind you. Drawing your knees in, we're going to come into eagle. Take your right leg, wrap it over your left, eagle legs. Inhaling your head and shoulders off the mat. Engage your core, hugging your belly into your spine. Take your right arm underneath your left, eagle arms. Draw your elbows and knees together. And on the inhale, extend. And exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, find your length. Exhale, knee to elbow for 3. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow for 4. 4 more, lengthen. And knee to elbow for 5. Lengthen. Knee to elbow for 6. Lengthen on the inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow for 7. Once more on the side. Lengthen. And exhale, knee to elbow. And release. Stretch it out. Let those muscles lengthen. And we're going to take it to the opposite side. Draw your legs in. This time take your left leg, wrapping it around your right into eagle legs. Inhaling our head and shoulders off the mat, taking our left arm underneath our right, we come into eagle arms. On the exhale, knee to elbow, keep your core engaged, On the inhale, lengthen. Knee to elbow and lengthen. Exhale for 3, knee to elbow and inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow, 4 and lengthen. 4 more. Knee to elbow and lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow and lengthen. 2 more. Exhale, knee to elbow and lengthen. Final 1, knee to elbow and lengthen and release. Stretch it all the way out. Drawing your right knee, clasp under your right knee, drawing that knee towards your armpit. Just massaging your abdominals, legs are reaching in opposite direction. Feel that nice belly massage. Few breaths here. Taking your time. And when you're ready, draw your left knee in, preparing for reclined pigeon. We're going to place our right ankle in front of our left knee, clasp underneath your left knee or behind your thigh. Feet are flexed. When our feet are flexed, it stabilizes our knee and our ankle joints. Press this knee towards the wall in front of you, opening up your hip further. So find the reclined pigeon that suits you. So as you're drawing this thigh closer towards your chest, your right knee, you're drawing it towards the wall in front of you, finding your reclined pigeon. A few deep breaths here. And switch sides. Ground your right leg into the mat and continue to draw your left knee towards your left armpit. Stretching it out, massaging your abdominals. Another breath or 2 here. Preparing for reclined pigeon. Draw your right knee in, placing your left ankle in front of your right knee. Your choice where you'd like to clasp, either under your knee or behind your shin. Feet are flexed, stabilizing our knee and ankle. We draw this knee towards the wall in front of us as we draw this thigh towards our torso, finding our reclined pigeon. Few deep breaths. And release. Drawing both knees into towards your chest. Take your feet into the arches, inner arches of your feet, finding happy baby. Draw your hips towards the mat. As slowly and gently you bring your ankles and knees into a straight line. You can even take your elbows behind your knees, taking hold of the outside of your feet. Maybe that feels more comfortable. Maybe it helps you draw your feet closer towards your head, all the while pushing your hips down towards the mat, finding happy baby. A few deep breaths, a nice big hip opener. We've done a lot of hip openers today. A few breaths, strong and calm. Drawing our legs in, take your arms out to either side, and we're going to come into our reclined twist. Legs drape to the left, and we look over our right shoulder. Shoulders are nice and flat. You can stay like this, perhaps placing your hand on the top of your thigh, or come into cattails, extending your top leg, taking that foot in your hand, and if that's comfortable, reach down, taking hold of your bottom foot. Shoulders are flattened into the mat. few deep breaths here, finding the stillness in each pose. And release. Return to center, taking a recline twist in the opposite direction. Our legs straight to the right as we look over our left shoulder. Always the option to stay just as we are, or come into cattails, extending your top leg, taking that foot in your hand, and reaching down, flattening your shoulders into the mat. Another deep breath. And gently release. Oops. Returning to center. Give yourself a really big hug for showing up on your mat today. Nice big squeeze. Releasing your head and shoulders to the mat. Bring the soles of your feet together and allow your legs to come down to the mat. Flatten your shoulders. Arms come out loosely at either side, palms facing up. Maybe you'd like to stay like this for Shavasana. Or perhaps you'd like to extend your legs loosely out in front of you, feet fall apart. I invite you to close your eyes and just feel your whole body melt. Imagine right from the crown of your head, this beautiful warmth enveloping you as it meanders down your body, nourishing and nurturing each and every part of you. All you need to do in Shavasana is just be, allowing yourself this time and space. I invite you to spend as much time as you wish in Shavasana. Only when you feel ready. Perhaps you'd like to extend your arms overhead. Nice full body stretch. Maybe draw circles with your wrists and ankles, or wiggle your fingers and toes. Any movements that feel good for you. Mindful, slow movements. Perhaps you'd like to roll over onto your favourite side into the fetal position. Just getting ready to embrace the world. Allowing yourself to re-enter it gently. Keeping those feelings of contentment. Spend as much time as you like. And only when you're ready, working your way up into a nice easy seated position. Hands are at heart center. Just checking in with yourself. Observing, feeling how you feel. I thank you for sharing your practice and coming to yoga. And as Namaste means, the light in me recognizes and bows to the light in you. So until we all meet again, may our thoughts be kind, our words gentle, and our hearts only full of love. From mine to yours. Namaste.